What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast, episode 59, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy and nutrition on the planet. I am your host, Jeremy. This is Willie, bracket, portal, everything's.
Willie Ray works too. I am but your lowly co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time this podcast airs, we will have had a momentous day in the life of the We'll See You Later podcast. It is my distinct honor to be the first one to wish a very happy birthday to the OG of the We'll See You Later podcast, the HMFIC up here at Happy's Energy and Nutrition, and my best buddy in the whole wide world, Jeremy Wilson.
I got a cake from Willie Ray himself.
Happy 35th birthday, my brother.
I'm halfway to 70 in 2 days.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be halfway to 70? Because you're there.
It hurts. It hurts. If my body's any indication, which your body's in a lot better shape than mine, it hurts. But I've enjoyed my 30s way more than my 20s.
Absolutely.
I really have.
The cake is solid chocolate, and it looks like it reminds me Bruce.
We're about to go Bruce Bogtrotter on this thing, you know. And if you don't understand it, you're probably too young to be listening to this podcast. So look, man, not to get all mushy and everything, but like your birthday's important to a lot of people because this world's better with you in it. Every important thing that's ever happened in my life, you've been part of it. Everything. You're kind of the you're kind of like the myth buster, because when people go, you know, this world doesn't have good people in it anymore, I'm like, well, let me introduce you to somebody. You know, when I count my blessings, God, here's your name.
Thank you.
You're always on the first hand. I'm a better person because of you. And to the listeners out there, you got a good one right here. I love you to death. You're the brother I never wanted, but I guess somebody knew that I needed. We've gone from little punk kids to old ass married men who, if the preteen and teenage versions of ourselves could see us now, they'd be jacked that we're still as close as we are.
Right. Yeah.
So, happy birthday, my brother. It's an honor.
Same.
It's an honor. Now that we're done with all that, kiss my ass.
That was the nicest thing he's ever said to me ever.
That was the longest I've ever been nice to you, and honestly, it tasted like shit.
Yeah.
So
no, we've known each other since 5th grade.
Yeah, we were babies.
5th grade.
Babies.
Got a lot closer in junior high and high school.
I don't remember a friendship ever developing. Like it was just like, hey, you're my guy now.
Yeah, I think over time we bonded through sports, through football. I loved it, but I was undersized. Will was our manager and was there for everybody. And so I got a lot of talking time with everybody that wasn't on the field because I wasn't there either. And we went from football into baseball. I'm not sure how that worked, but I used to actually be a rival for the baseball team on your side.
But you were my dad's guy though.
Yeah.
Like and not sports didn't really have anything to do with that. My dad is the best judge of character I've ever met in my life. I hesitate to say old school because that makes him sound like an asshole, but he's not. Like he just
he's a dude. He's a dude's dude.
Well, and he's a cop. So like he sees the worst in people.
Right.
Like that's his job, is to see the worst of the worst. So like when he signs off on somebody, it is for life. And for whatever reason, he fell in love with you early. And it was like, I've seen you guys together and that makes me emotional because it's like, my dad doesn't hug people that aren't like his kids.
Yeah.
You're his favorite person that last name isn't Bakalikas. Let's put it that way. And y'all heard my last name for the first time on this podcast. Now you know why I go by Willie Ray.
Now spell it.
Baka Leakus.
Yeah. No, dude, it's always been like that. And the coolest thing ever was when you had your last not the writers one, but the gig in Conway.
Okay.
The coolest thing ever was when he came in, he was, you know, it's darker and he's looking around. And when he sees us, it was like a little kid saw us. He was like, he like lit up for a minute.
I was in the middle of sound check and I look up and I didn't know my dad was going to be there. It was a big night.
Yeah.
It was a big night. my first time up on stage since COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I was opening up for one of our mutual friends, my best friend in the whole world. Shout out Townsend. Love you, girl.
Yeah.
And I look out and my dad's in the crowd and he is bear hugging Jeremy. I mean, and for those of you guys that have never seen Jeremy Wilson out in public, it is an ordeal. This guy showed up in a vintage, probably 1991 Alan Jackson t-shirt.
Yeah.
With the old Zach Top mustache and the mullet hanging out, like, and
Jorts.
and shorts that would make Daisy Duke blush. I'm talking cheeks hanging,
No.
fringe hanging off of them, with the high socks that he's rocking now. I mean, this is a guy that literally, like, I think that's what it was. Is you were just so goofy all the time that my dad was like, I love this kid. And let's be honest, it was that you played hard too.
I still have the trophy he gave me.
He coached you in an all-star tournament. That's what it was. And we came in second out of 2 teams. And we played so bad, and my dad was so frustrated because we had a really good team and we just played like crap. Dad was so frustrated afterwards that when they gave him the trophy, he was like, "This needs to go to you." He's like, "You're the only kid that played hard." So like, and this was on a team that included me as an assistant coach, and my brother was on the team. So it was like, piss on these guys. You keep this.
I remember stealing second and third and then getting to third, and then someone struck out and your dad, shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all that to be said, that eventually our senior year of high school rolls around, and due to circumstances that were unfortunate, Jeremy's now QB1.
Yeah.
And we end up on a miracle playoff run, make the playoffs for the first time in our high school career, actually kind of play a part in rebuilding the Cabot football program to what it is now. I don't know that they've missed the playoffs since. And in the words of Terrell Owens, that's my quarterback. It's my quarterback.
I'll have you know, I wasn't even QB5. I wasn't a quarterback at all.
You weren't even like cornerback one, but ended up on the field playing both ways at some point. Like,
yeah, it was wild.
This has been my guy since I had a full head of hair and couldn't grow a beard. It's been a long time.
Yeah. We've been ups and downs too. So this is like a real friendship for real.
At the darkest and the lightest parts of my life, every memory, good or bad, he's there.
Yeah.
If we want to go into it, the darkest day of my life, my uncle committed suicide. And he was my uncle by definition, but my big brother in every other way.
Yeah.
We were so close. And Jeremy knew how close we were. I think you had dropped me off to talk to him that day. And things went the way that they went. But the first person that got to me was Jeremy, and immediately dropped down and started praying for me. When we say ride or die, it's like him and his wife are the people that, when my mother-in-law passed away a few years ago, having gone through stuff that you go through when stuff like that happens, we pull up in the driveway and Jeremy and his wife are sitting in the driveway with a week's worth of food that we didn't have to worry about now. I hope that, like, it's always been me living up to the type of friend that you are to me. So I hope that if it was my birthday, some similar shit would be said about me, where it's like,
it ain't even gotta be your birthday.
I'm not the best guy in the world, but I do pride myself in taking care of those that I care about. And you're near the top of that list, dude. So it's
same.
Yeah, your birthday's important, and I'm really tired of this mushy shit. Can
Yeah.
we talk some sports? What? Of course, too. Like, you're the type of guy that, of course, you would marry someone who immediately becomes like my sister.
Yeah,
like Carrie just slides right in, and it's like we've been friends forever.
They just talk trash every time they see each other now.
But she knows if anybody ever treated her the way that I do, I'd be the first one to jump on the pile. Somebody could get their ass whipped.
Yeah.
And your mother adopted me from the very get-go.
She did.
I am very, very thankful for everything involved with Jeremy Wilson. Very thankful.
Same here, man. You and your wife have shown up for us. You've been there For my wedding, you've been there for a divorce. You've been there for my dad's death. I mean, that's dark days too.
That was my dad's death too, man. That's but he'd be proud that, you know, he's the inspiration behind all this anyway. It's
this is why we do it.
Why was I so willing? Jeremy was the OG of this thing. And why was I so willing to jump on when he had an opening? Why I was so willing was because it's for you and because it was for Todd.
Yeah.
And because I want this to be successful, because good things should happen for good people. And if I can help by just being my asshole self that doesn't know anything about anything except maybe a little bit of ball, that's where we are. It's, I don't know. This episode, I felt like we were going to have a segment where it was, hey guys, like if you're listening, just know what type of guy is behind this kind of shit. Like it's, you know, damn it, dude. Like I'm trying not to, I'm not going to be a blubbering mess on this thing, but I do love you a whole lot. I do love you a whole lot.
Did you know that in 2 weeks, it'd be 2 years that my dad passed away?
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy how fast time goes?
It still feels really fresh, man.
Pretty wild.
Todd was a different cat, man.
We got to have a whole episode.
We could do a whole. He was a different cat, man. It's if he was ever nice to you, it was fake. Like Todd Wilson's thing is like, I would walk in the house and he'd look at me and go, "What the hell are you doing here?" and I knew he loved me.
Yep.
I knew he loved me. The hardest I ever saw the guy laugh, happiest I'd ever seen him. He walks out of your house and I don't see it. I'm in the Titan.
Uh-huh.
Like you had gone inside and the hood was up on the Bronco. So like he's under the hood tinkering with stuff, I would assume. He walks out of your house. I don't see him. And he slaps the hood of the truck. Like when he walks by, he sees me looking down. I'm not paying attention. Slaps the piss out of the hood of the truck. I've got cerebral palsy, so my startle reflex is otherworldly. Like for those of you that don't know, Jeremy could look at me in the face and say, "I'm going to scream at you," and if he screams at me, I'm going to jerk. I jump out of my skin. I think I kicked the damn dashboard. Like he lost his mind. I mean, I'm talking about. I thought he was going to fall over. He was laughing so hard. Just an asshole, but so lovable, though, man.
Yeah. My favorite story is Patrick Galucky. He came over and he was leaving. And so I didn't get to see this besides him running home. My dad was working on the truck outside. That's my dad's love language, working on a truck. And he asked, "Hey, before you leave, help me real quick. You might." And Patrick go over to help.
For those of you guys that don't understand, that's a red flag. Don't.
My dad he didn't ask for help. He goes, "Hey, help me real quick." And he said, "Hold this right here." And he started that car and he was holding a spark plug. It shocked the shit out of Patrick. I heard him yell and my dad lost it. He was laughing so hard. And then I come outside with my mom. And you just see Patrick running down the street home because he lived on the other end of the street. From then on out, every time Patrick came over, my dad like, "Hey, you want to help me on the truck?" And Patrick said, "No, sir."
So
that's great.
When like how much longer?
Till it's the day?
Yeah.
July 31st.
So we got
2.5 weeks.
We got a couple of weeks.
Yeah, 2.5.
That week that we just tell Todd stories.
That'd be
great.
It was
because I've got 3 hours worth of them, boy.
With summer just around the corner, I'm sure you have some health and nutrition goals. Let us here at Happy's Energy and Nutrition meet those goals with you. We do protein shakes at 200 calories, 24 grams of protein, 9 grams of sugar, and they taste like ice cream, so you're cheating without cheating. We also do energy drinks. You see me drinking them every single day on the podcast, loaded with B vitamins, some caffeine, and we use aloe, no sugars. They are a great meal replacement, energy replacement supplement for you. Come visit us at 11321 West Markham, Suite 1, right next to Wingstop in Little Rock. We're open 7 to 2 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturdays. That's Happy's Energy and Nutrition on West Markham.
With that said, today's the day that we put a final stamp on the 2025 Razorback baseball season, because the last couple of days it's going on as this episode's being recorded have been the Major League Baseball player draft and the biggest day in the lives of these draft eligible Hogs. Arkansas baseball made history. It would have been history for the university once they had 2 guys drafted in the first round, but they had not 2, not 3, but 4 guys go in the first round of the Major League Baseball draft. What a day. And
Unbelievable.
woo damn pig. Congratulations to Gage Wood, Vahiva Aloy, Zach Root, and Charles Chuck Davalon. Congratulations, young men. It has been a pleasure having you in an Arkansas uniform. Go be great.
Absolutely. Before we dive into that, there were a lot of crazy projections that we had. Who's going to go even number one?
We had, everybody had.
So we obviously had LSU's pitcher, Cade Anderson, going 1. Cade falls to 3.
It was
Liam Doyle falls to 5.
Yeah, it was the top 2 prospects in this draft. Can't miss type guys. Cade Anderson and Stillwater, Oklahoma product, Ethan Holiday, brother of Jackson Holiday, middle son of Matt Holiday.
Right.
As a Cardinal fan with the Cardinals sitting at 5, I wanted Ethan Holiday bad. Matt Holiday was one of my favorites.
Right.
Ethan looks just like Matt, but he's left-handed.
Yeah.
This is a monster. So naturally, the team at 4, right in front of the St. Louis Cardinals, is the only one that could possibly be more sentimental and would never pass on somebody with the last name Holiday. It's the Colorado Rockies, the team that drafted Matt out of high school, took him in the draft, and took him away from Oklahoma State, where he was committed to play baseball and football, by the way. He was going to be a starting quarterback, but I knew he wasn't going to get past the Rockies at 4. But the fact that he fell to 4, because Willits goes 1, which analytics played a real part in the first couple rounds of this draft. And in the later rounds now, because teams
about money.
Teams went with the analytical picks, whereas, high school kids kind of dominated these first couple of rounds, where it was a clear consensus effort that we're going to sign these first round kids under market value at younger ages and try to get them to the big leagues by the time they're 20 and 21, but also save money on the back end to spend on value picks later on.
Right.
So you had Willits go 1-1, and then the head scratcher for me was Bremner at 2 out of UC Santa Barbara. So they take a pitcher that's not Cade Anderson. Now, Bremner was projected to be that guy, and then he got hurt. So it's almost like the Angels took the local kid, the California kid, and just bet that he's going to be that guy coming off of an injury, and know that you can sign that guy with a high ceiling at low market value. But you also left Cade Anderson sitting there holding the bag. He's can't miss, man.
Right. He's ready now.
You could stick that dude. September call-ups for the Mariners, who are in contention, by the way. He'll be in the bullpen.
Yeah.
It falls to the Mariners, and the Mariners are like, thank you.
Right.
Take him at 3. And of course, like I said, as a Cardinal fan, when I looked at 4, I said, of course, it's the freaking Rockies. They take Ethan Holiday.
Then the pick of the draft right here.
There were 3 words texted to you. Only 2 of which can be repeated during the current guidelines of this podcast, because you've told me no F-bombs.
Yep.
The other 2 words were my life when Liam Doyle got drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals.
As an Arkansas fan and a Cardinal fan, it's the worst case scenario. Tennessee pitcher Liam Doyle, who we have shredded on this podcast, who we have hated, goes 5th overall to Will's St. Louis Cardinals. But thoughts on the rest of the draft so far? Not Arkansas-wise, just in general. You see a lot of these high school and penny pinching.
There was a concerted effort to sign kids under market value. Not to say that college kids didn't make their mark on the first round, but high school shortstop after high school shortstop after high school shortstop, so guys like the Arkansas guys that were projected first round. Now, all these projections had them getting drafted right around the time that they got drafted.
Yeah, I saw Aloy was in the teen section, and then I saw that Gage Wood was high on the Cubs board.
Yeah.
Which I thought he would go 17.
The Cubs, Gage Wood goes number 26 to the Philadelphia Phillies. I absolutely love this spot for him. They're a great organization. He'll fit Philly like a glove. The emotion and the power pitcher and all. Gage Wood in the same clubhouse with Bryce Harper.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
They'll mesh quick, and I just really like this fit for him. The best pure fastball in this draft.
100%.
When September comes around and it's September call-ups, you could see Gage Wood in a big league bullpen.
Yeah, if they need him, for sure.
Yeah.
His slot value at that 26th position is $3.49 million.
And he'll get more than that. Congratulations to the Batesville native. We ain't got to work for a while.
That's right. Next on that list, first round going 31st, one Vahiva Aloy is drafted by Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah. And going to Birdland, which has been a good landing spot for a bunch of Arkansas prospects. I think obviously I think he fell further than we expected. Not that much further, but he did fall to the back end of the first round in compensatory picks. But
where he went was great.
Where he went's a great fit. And I think it's clear, like, we all understand that there's one big hole in Vahiva's game. He swings and misses too much.
Yeah.
And not just swinging and missing it's not just like a strike zone discipline thing, which he needs to work on that too. He chases too much, but it's also that big swing misses strikes a lot. A ball in the zone will get missed every now and then that's hittable. So we got to cut down on the swing and miss. And I think teams were putting a big emphasis on, particularly all these high school kids that got drafted. You kept hearing one single thing. It was high contact rate. Baltimore, take care of my boy.
Slot value at $3.04 million.
A good day for the Hawaiian. And
following that, we had the Dodgers go back-to-back 40th and 41st pick. They go back-to-back Hogs here and go Zach Root and one Chuck Davalon. We will stay separate, and then we will bring them together.
Boy, I hate the Dodgers. I mean, let's be clear, but
they just got better.
I recognize that they are the best organization in professional baseball.
So if our guys are going there, that's a big deal.
And so what a landing spot for Zach Root first. I remember when it happened, I texted you and I said, man, what a landing spot for him. I couldn't get it sent fast enough to where it was, with the 41st pick, we go Chuck Davalon. And they go back-to-back Hogs. And let's start with Zach Root. I'm not comparing him to other Hall of Fame and future Hall of Fame left-handed pitchers for the Dodgers. But as far as his frame, his wind-up, the way, just that old-school big looping wind-up where we go up above the head and all that, he looks like a Fernando Valenzuela, or he looks like a Marichal, or he looks like, dare I say, a Kershaw.
Yeah.
It
weird, awkward.
It fits the Dodgers. For Zach Root to have bet on himself, and you can copy and paste this when we start talking about Davalon because it's the same thing. For a guy to bet on himself and spend 1 year in kind of the spotlight SEC college baseball, and for it to work out this way, where you had the honor of being a first-round pick, but you also are on the back end of the first round where you're going to a regular World Series contender.
Right.
This is the franchise that can afford Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani on the same team. So for Root and Davalon, they've hit the lottery, man.
Right.
You're going to La La Land to play baseball. Really happy for these two kids. What did LA get in these two kids? Skill aside, you got two dogs that are going to work their asses off. You're going to love Root and you're going to love Davalon. Now, that closes out the first round with Arkansas having, again, 4 first-round picks. Unheard of in the history of this university. Great night for DVH and the program to be able to boast that now.
Those slot values for Root and Davalon, too. 2.44 for Root, 2.39 for Dav.
Nice little payday. Now, we go into the later rounds, the mid-rounds that have taken place today that are literally going on right now.
Yeah. Drafted next up for us, 5th round, Christian Fouch goes 148th to the Red Sox at a slot value for $479,000.
Yeah, good for the fireman. I hope he takes it. To go to a historic franchise like the Red Sox. I mean, good for you.
A lot of heat. Once he figures out a little bit of accuracy there, I think he'd be a dominant closer.
It's always been a thing. He's got the tools. Control.
Yep. Then 10 picks later, one that I'm happy to see, but
yeah, this one stings a little bit.
I didn't want to see yet. I wanted to see this next year. One Aiden Jimenez goes 158 to the Royals at a slot value at $435,000.
Yeah, that was sooner than we thought.
He wasn't even on the board for people.
That was sooner than a lot of people thought. So, Aiden Jimenez is gone. Let's just go ahead and say that's higher than we expected. That's higher than he had to have expected. Aiden Jimenez is going to be a Kansas City Royal, or at least
He'll be a natural.
He might even be a Northwest Arkansas natural, which would be cool. Good for you, young man. Like, that's why you came here. This is his leverage year. You're going to hear that term a lot. I think the best he could have gotten if he came back for another year and was a back end of the rotation type starter, the best he could have gotten is in a similar spot with no leverage. So you have to take whatever they offer. Take the money and go start your pro career. If it's me.
Yeah. Next up, Big Cheese, baby.
Good for him,
Sixth
man.
rounder.
Good for him, man. I feel like he made himself some money in Omaha.
Yeah.
People saw the upside that's always been there. Cheese's arm has always been top shelf, but with no leverage year as a senior to go in the mid rounds like that, like this was earlier than I expected. Good for Cheese. Get the money and go be great, man.
Big Cheese goes 6th round to the Braves at a slot value around $338,000.
Good for you, man. That's the kid that I was happiest for, probably.
Next up, 7th rounder, Ozzy. Oi. Brent Iredale goes to the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Going to the Berg, PNC.
At a slot value at $297,000.
Good for you. Bye.
I loved Brent. I was a big Brent guy coming in. I just loved his swing.
It's a big deal for any kid to get drafted. I just don't have a lot of faith in the Pittsburgh Pirate organization.
Yeah, he had a lot of ups and downs, but they got a guy there, Will.
They do.
They got a guy there that they're really hanging their hat on.
Ask them who the face of their franchise is. Yeah. It's either Paul Skeens or Livy Dunn.
Yeah, they got a guy there.
Yeah.
But congrats to the Aussie. The Kangaroos will stay in Fayetteville for forever. Followed by, and in the 8th round, one Ben Bybee gets drafted by your San Fran Giants, Willie Ray.
I tell you what, it's a big time arm.
Yeah.
Like, the tools are there, and like if you were gonna craft what you would want a pitcher to look like, Ben Bybee looks like he's cut out of granite.
Yeah.
Like he's an impressive looking kid. That's what Ben Bybee reminds me of. Bang, bang, bang.
That slot value for Mr. Bybee is $232,000. And then the latest hog to be drafted, we didn't think he would fall this far. This also puts it on the does he stay or does he go, because he falls past that 10th round. In the 11th round, Justin Thomas goes to the Houston Astros.
Yeah, this happened like while we were talking. Like
yes.
So once you get past the 10th round, there is a cap on signing bonuses. The highest a signing bonus can be after the 10th round is $150K. So it's a big deal that you get past the 10th round. So it at least gives Arkansas a chance
to respond
from an NIL standpoint to know exactly what they're up against. The most you're going to be up against is the $150K. I say give him 300 and let's call it a day. You know what I mean? From an NIL standpoint, we're in the ball game now.
Right.
Now, it may be one of those things where he's just a kid that wants to start his pro career, and if I get drafted, I'm going.
Yeah.
Which I'll never fault a kid. Justin Thomas is your starting center fielder.
Yes. If JT comes back, you put Ruiz in left, you put New in right, you put JT in center, and that's the fastest outfield in the country.
Yeah, no bloops are getting down. We're stealing base hits. That's a dream situation.
Which then would force Cahill back into the
DH. Fine. You need to work on strike zone discipline and recognizing break on a curveball.
Right.
I would at least expect a competitive offer coming from Arkansas to try to compete with this. It's not my money. So $150,000 is a lot of money for him. So of course I'm going to say, give him $500,000. I think Ruiz bats leadoff next year, regardless. But man, being able to slip him back in the 9 hole?
Be nasty. So right now, how many hogs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hogs.
Now, all things considered, every one of these were expected.
Yes.
Every one of these were expected. Jimenez is the only one that kind of went above and beyond what we thought. I think Cheese overachieved, which makes me happy because he couldn't come back anyway. He was out of eligibility. But this is gone according to plan for Arkansas.
Yeah. Out of the top 3 rounds, which is 105 picks, 70 of them were in college. So it wasn't as crazy as we thought. It was just early.
It was just early. They started to come off the draft board in the second, third round, which again makes sense with what these teams made the decision to go young in the first round and sign again under value. It was a business analytic decision.
Out of those 70 college kids, 32 SEC players.
I mean, is anyone surprised? That actually seems low.
32 SEC out of the top 105.
Yeah, that actually seems low.
So pretty crazy. Draft's still going on right now. We're in the 13th round. Goes to 20. So.
JT, please come home.
We love you.
We love you. Please come home. You can have all of someone else's money you want.
Yeah, I need to go fishing with Cam.
Yeah,
the whole year.
And we're gonna eat this cake.
Yeah, I got to go get a knife.
Like that's the thing.
I'm going to try my best to not F this up.
Make a wish, dude. And it's done.
It is done.
Let me tell you what I wish for.
It's a good sign that I'm still here. Because obviously you didn't wish for me to go away.
I did not. We're about to eat this Bruce cake right here.
Yeah.
Bruce.
You can do it, Brucey. Her sweat and blood went into this cake, and you will not leave this platform until you've consumed the entire confection. Entire confection.
He picks it up over his head, and she smashes.
See you at lunch. This is the part because I'm pissed. I did buy you a birthday present. It was supposed to be here already.
Okay.
Bob Does Sports.
Oh yeah.
Their best thing on YouTube. If you're not aware of them, what are we doing?
Best trio of all time.
Yeah, like I watch, like my YouTube feed is just continuous. Like I'm stuck on a Bob Does Sports loop. We
love it.
I ordered you a 50-pack of the teas.
No, you didn't.
The Have a Day teas.
That's badass. I didn't even know they had teas.
Me neither. And I'll go ahead and tell them myself it was the cheapest thing on the website.
That
That's why you ended up with them.
Don't matter.
Episode Feed Willie. This is, Feed Willie episode 1.
Ah, gotta love the cake.
I'm only in it for the cake.
I'm a chocolate cake guy. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing.
The icing is great though.
It's all about a 6.
I'm gonna say flavor helps it a lot because it's super chocolatey.
That was great.
A glass of milk
And you'll be fun.
is 100% the move.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Willie Ray, for the birthday gift.
Thank you
The
for
cake.
being born, bro.
The beautiful, kind words. Don't thank me. Thank one Halloween evening with Timothy Todd Wilson and Tammy Wilson. I've now discovered this is why I like Halloween so much, because 9 months before was October. Well, that was delicious.
Dude,
That was a good cake.
He's really bruising it too. He's not leaving until he eats it.
No, do I lick the plate?
That is going to do it for episode 59, Jeremy's birthday episode. That's going to do it for episode 59.
Man. Brony.
They can't see it.
I got doo-doo on my finger.
That ain't cake.
That ain't chocolate. That's doo-doo, baby.
That ain't chocolate. That's doo-doo, baby. Oh my God. All right, guys, that's going to do it for episode 59 at the We'll See You Later podcast. It's been the birthday episode, the big 3-5 in a couple days.
We didn't even sing, bro.
No, it's you go for it. You sing.
I'm not doing it. I don't sing for free. In light of what this podcast started as, Jeremy, I'm going to put you on the spot. We'll do 3 things, but I want you to do 3 things you're thankful for.
All right. I'm super thankful for, I guess you can say it's the basics, but since my dad's death, the basics are all I care about. It's friends, family, and making memories. That's all I live for now is
making memories with people and experiences. I think it's the most beautiful thing and the most natural thing in the world. And that's all you think about whenever those people are gone. And so that's what I'm thankful for and excited for. 35th, it's going to be making the best experiences and memories with as many people as I can. It's going to be finding some more joy again. We talk about Happies. I've been at Happies for 4 years, and I'm not sure the future just yet of what I want to do and where I want to go. I want to start a family. I want a little one.
Me too.
And that's not in the cards for us at this very moment because we live in an apartment. I want to live in a home, and I'm a business owner. I'm here 6 days a week. She's on the road. Like, there's a lot going on. And I want a little bit more simplicity if possible. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I want
it's a good one too. Yeah, nice choice.
I want some of that in my life. And I would love to start a family in the near future for sure. I think I'm ready for that stage, but, man, I look forward to everything. I'm super grateful. I literally am looking forward nonstop to memories and experiences with the people that I love.
Yeah. I hate that it took something like that to get you to that place, but I feel like that's a good place to be in, where it's perspective.
What really matters.
Yeah. And all I can do is promise you that I'm going to do everything I can to try to help that.
Yeah. Do it every week, man.
Because a lot of the stuff that you've said, we're kind of on the same wavelength. We're kind of in the same boat where the career has a point now, because now we're to the point where we want to start living for other people. And so success takes on a different meaning when success means an easier life for the people who you're building your life with.
Right.
And, I love that perspective part of you, whether you believe it or not. You've always had it. You've always been able, like, I'm the guy that kind of goes off of emotion a lot. And the only guy who gets the response out of me, I mean, hell, you got it earlier when I was talking about some stuff about being a father and about, just stuff that, as a guy with a permanent disability, you worry about stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you're the only person who ever gets the, hey man, look, I know you're right.
Yeah.
I know you're right, but like, let me freak out for a second, but I know you're right.
Yeah.
I'm proud. Like, for those of you guys that don't know, I've done the podcast thing. I've done the sports talk thing. I thought that part of my life, that itch was kind of scratched.
Yeah.
I never thought I would do it again, but like the fact that it was with my buddy was it got exciting again.
For sure.
So,
it's been awesome.
We're super thankful for everybody that listens, for everybody that watches. But I think, at least for me, I woke up today to record this podcast, but super grateful for this guy to my right every day. But today I'm just putting it on camera.
Yeah. You will never hear him say this again, by the way. So
no, he hears it, but you'll never hear it on camera. Like, so commit this to memory, put this in like a time capsule or whatever. Episode 59, Will bears his freaking soul.
Episode 60, back to his old shit.
Yeah, I enjoy these. I enjoy these episodes that aren't just wrapped around like, here's a score, here's a score, here's a score. Like,
it's repetitive sometimes.
Yeah,
and it takes away the fun.
Now, granted,
but it's still great. We love it.
Granted, when football season starts, we'll be wrapped up in what happened, so it won't feel repetitive. But I look forward to this kind of stretch because I feel like this podcast is capable of being so much more than just a sports talk deal. Because, like, I don't know. I don't tell you enough.
No, we never do.
I don't tell everybody enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much time I would spend telling my wife I loved her if I told her as much as she deserved?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't
like,
see you.
If I said it as much as she deserved, do you know how much time I would spend doing it? But she has made me a good husband.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm proud of the husband that I am. We've kind of gone all over the place. Anyway. So beautiful stuff as far as what you were thankful for. I'll give you 3 things I'm thankful for before we get out of here. Number 1, Jeremy. Number 2, Jeremy Lee. Number 3, 35-year-old Jeremy Lee Wilson. Until next time, guys.
We'll see you later. You know what would have been funny? Is like your third one would have been Willie Ray.
Myself. Third one would have been my dogs.